What is up, everyone? It has been a hot minute since I've done a YouTube video, but I'm back and life is good. I just got my bachelor's in nutrition from Southern Utah University. I'm about to pursue a master's degree and I'm living with my husband, Billy, in Texas, so things are good. I wanted to do a nutrition thing on this video, but I'm visiting Utah right now, and so a lot of the kitchen stuff that I normally use and my groceries are not with me. Once I'm back, I'm going to do like a full grocery haul, things that I buy, and a lot of diet tips and tricks, because that is what I'm passionate about, is nutrition. But as y'all know, I am passionate about exercise as well. So I think the only nutrition tip I'm going to leave you is a quote that one of my professors read to us right before we graduated. But it just seems like it's such a trend right now to cut out dairy, cut out gluten, cut out carbs in general, and so many different things. And while there is a time and a place to cut out gluten, and there's a time and a place to cut out dairy, aka if you're allergic, it's not necessary most of the time. And so the quote that they told us was, the only foods that you should never eat is an expired one or a stolen one. Okay, that's it, you guys. There's really no point in cutting out these major food groups, whether it's for weight loss purposes, or that's usually the biggest one, is weight loss. I'll talk more about this, but moderation is really the key when it comes to nutrition. Yesterday I had Ben and Jerry's, but today, I was back at it with fruits and vegetables and other good things. So without further ado, here's a leg workout. Full discretion, I don't really know. But when I was filming this, I accidentally filmed everything at the wrong orientation, and I didn't realize it until I was completely done with my workout, super tired, so I had to go back and refilm everything. So I did film everything, but I'm gonna have more descriptions in below this video of all of the workouts, how much weight I did, all the reps and sets that I did, just for more information, because at the end I was tired and I didn't want to do my whole workout all over again. When I was warming up, I did do the stair stepper for a warm up. That is the only thing that's not actually in the video. So that's it. I hope you guys like it.
All right, so to begin my workout, I went ahead and did some dynamic stretching. This is a little bit different to static stretching that you normally see, where you bend over, touch your toes, hold it for a while. Dynamic stretching is a little bit better to warm up your joints as well as your muscles. It helps your muscle get ready for the workout you're about to do. It helps prevent injury, gets your blood pumping. Oh, prior to this though, I did do 5 minutes on the stair stepper. I can show that in another video, I suppose, but I did do 5 minutes of stair stepper. This one I'm doing right now helps warm up your hips, which I find very important when you're doing a leg day. And then I did move on and do some hip swings. Again, this helps a lot, I feel, with my squats and with my deadlifts, helps with my mobility as well. Next was hip thrusts on the Smith machine, and how I did this was I started out with a low weight, high reps, and then I got a little bit heavier with less reps, a little bit heavier, less reps, and then I went back down doing more reps and less weight. And I will put in the description of this video all of the reps I did as well as the weight I used. This one is a rad glute as well as quad workout. When you see me crossing over with my leg, that one helps work on your gluteus medius, which is kind of your side glute. And then when you go back to where your leg is straight, it's working more on just your gluteus maximus, so the main chunk of your glute, as well as your quad. This one I really love as well, because when you have to balance like this, it engages your core a ton. So you're getting kind of a core workout as well as a leg workout. This one I superset with the next workout. So I do this workout and I don't take a break before going on to the next. These ones are called good mornings, and with your form you want to make sure that your back is staying straight. You don't want to hunch it forward. Keep a tall chest. You also want to keep your feet at about shoulder width apart, no wider, no narrower. And then I bend my knees just a little bit. I don't do this all the time, but it helps take the emphasis off of your hamstrings and puts it more on your glutes, though you do still feel it in your hamstrings. If you want more of a hamstring emphasis, go ahead, straighten your legs. There's no problem with that. You can even elevate your toes a little with a plate. So moving on to a little bit of machine work. This is another superset, so this is part 1. And I wanted to point out the position of my feet. So my feet are close together, but my heels are closer than my toes angled out a little bit. And what this is doing is it's working your inner quad or your teardrop. And this is something I've really been trying to focus on lately through different angles. Part 2 of the superset is just some hamstring curls, nothing fancy going on here. But I did want to point out, with any machine, you want to make sure it's adjusted according to your body so that your knees are lined up with the pivot point of the machine. It's normally marked with some sort of circle, but make sure before you get going that you've adjusted, the back of the machine, your legs, everything else. This is the final superset that I did for my workout. It was more of a burnout than anything else. So I did these wide stance squats. Whenever you do anything wide stance when you're squatting, make sure your toes are angled out just a little bit. It helps take the pressure off of your knees so you're not injuring yourself or causing any sort of damage. And then I went ahead and I supersetted it with the next thing you'll see. And these look so funny. I apologize. I know they're kind of weird. But I'm bent over a bench, as you can see, and you're just pulsing at the top. And this one's really good to isolate your glutes, because I hear from people all the time like, oh, I squat, I do deadlifts, and I just don't feel it in my glutes. I feel it in my quads or my hamstrings, and that's because you're engaging those muscles as well. This is just helping isolate only the glutes.